ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we've got a kind of... I don't even know how to describe this video. We'll be reacting to a dude named Jimmy Savile, who is basically the British version of Mr. Rogers, but he doesn't just play with the children on the TV. Ew. Yeah, this, if you know, you know. But I just want to know the history, like, why was this dude allowed to be around the kids for so long? Who caught him? How did they find out? The entire scandal. So this is the top 10 most chilling Jimmy Savile TV appearances. And I'm just like, nobody noticed? The parents? Did the kids ever report what's going on? Was this dude, like, just beloved by the British population? Like, what's the story behind Jimmy Savile? We're about to find out. Subscribe if you're new here, like the video. Let me know if you want me to do more of these, like, more documentary kind of videos, because I am getting into them for sure. Anyways, here we go. Whew. I gotta, like, brace myself. Let's look at him. Hold on. Justice.
I got up this morning.
Fuck you. Hold on. Is Jimmy Savile still alive? Died! Okay. Let's see. He's dead.
Hoping the world was a nice place, and I will go to bed tonight hoping that I haven't had to change my mind.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most chilling Jimmy Savile TV appearances.
Why would you have brain damage?
Because the girls I know specialise in brain damage.
Before we begin, we publish new content every
His
day,
accent
so
is
be
really
sure to
thick.
subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most disturbing televised moments featuring the infamous Predator spanning his 40-year career.
Oh, fuck. Imagine how many 40 years? No. Even most serial killers don't reign that long. 40 years on television in the public eye doing what he was doing. Nobody suspected for 40 years. That's like, I don't even have words, honestly. That's just terrible.
Do you remember any of these? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, his reception in the Big Brother house.
This dude was really out here. He was a celeb. If he's on Big Brother, doing TV, interviews, show host, the whole time behind closed doors, that's wild.
Celebrity Big Brother. In 2006, Jimmy Savile was nearing the end of his career. Often described as a national treasure, he had even been knighted by the Queen. After Savile's death, a criminal investigation into abuse was launched by Scotland Yard.
So they didn't even start looking into it until after. You can see it both ways. You can be positive and be like, okay, he's dead, that's justice. But at the same time, it's like, he's what justice? He's dead. He died behind closed doors. You know what I'm trying to say? He died without anyone thinking, without knowing that he's been caught. Hey, Jimmy! I believe in the afterlife, you bastard! Fuck you! And I hope you hear me.
Based on the testimony of over 300 potential victims across 6 decades. But during...
Wait, sorry, I missed that. How many?
Over 300 potential victims across 6 decades. But during his lifetime, he
Fuck
remained
you!
a single personality until the end. He entered the Celebrity Big Brother house for 2 days during Series 4, although he chose not to spend the night.
Don't forget, ladies, that I'm available most weekends for home visits.
In his own words, because he was from a red-blooded part of the country and wouldn't be able to restrain himself, the housemates...
What? You sicko. That literally just means he can't control himself around women at night, so he chose not to spend the night. Like, who says that? I'm from a red-blooded... I'm a predator. He's admitting to being a predator! He just said, I cannot spend the night in this house because I am a predator, and I know it. I'm from a red-blooded part of the country, which there's no such thing. If you're in a little community of red-blooded people, you're all just psycho. Sorry to break it to you. There's no such thing as a red-blooded area. That just means you have no self-control. Dirty! Man.
It's welcomed him as a hero, although some of the women appeared uncomfortable.
Let me tell you, unbelievable.
Number 9. The problem with a Rolls-Royce. ITV News. Here, Savile is interviewed in the capacity of celebrity Rolls-Royce owner. Propped up against a bar, he deadpans that the problem with a Rolls is that it's difficult to persuade girls to go for a ride in it.
Well, it's very bad for a single fella like me, because a girl...
Homie is, in this interview, pushing 50 at least. Talking about like he's hot shit in his 20s and 30s. You need to get ready for retirement. This guy is Sir Jimmy Savile. That is wild. And it just makes me think of like probably the power, the influence, the hush money. And they didn't start. I'm sure someone knew before. People had to have known before he died. The fact that 300 victims later, until he's already dead, that's when they're like, Eureka! Whoa! We've uncovered this plot! I doubt it. People probably knew beforehand. No one just... People probably just didn't say anything.
We'll not get into a Rolls-Royce because it's too posh.
He then mentions that he keeps a little van for that purpose instead, as it's less conspicuous. Savile's regular trick of hiding in plain sight is clearly demonstrated here.
So I keep a little van.
Why is he just boasting? I'm seriously feeling sick. Why is he boasting about this in an interview?
It's a lot better.
He appears perfectly calm while volunteering this incriminating detail. In reality, he kept a caravan where it's believed that he brought many of his victims. However, the tone of the interview is unnervingly flirtatious. The news anchor even makes a quip about too much room in the back seat.
I thought you were going to say there was too much room on the back seat.
Number 8. An unnerving response to a letter. Jim'll fix it. As Savile began to look out of place as the presenter of Top of the Pops, he reinvented himself as a kindly uncle figure on Jim'll Fix It. The series was his own suggestion.
How can you be the host of a kids show after you just talked about how girls don't want to bang you in the back of your Rolls-Royce, so you bought a van?
And ran from 1975 to 1994. Children would write in with a wish to be granted, and Jim would fix it for them. This unnerving moment shows Savile reading out a request, apparently from a child. They ask that Jim will stop fixing people, and it ends with the hope that the presenter will not tickle him. Savile's reply? He doesn't tickle young men, but does the writer have a sister? Since Savile's death, claims have surfaced that he abused some of the participants who appeared on the show. Number 7. What do you do in the caravan? Have I got news for you?
I did notice that very kindly did produce an ashtray. Carry on.
He seems like just a pompous asshole, pervert type dude. Like he's very narcissistic, into himself, believes himself to be the best in the world, above other people. And again, I guess he's been bred to think that he's Sir after all. Y'all just be knighting anybody, apparently.
When the allegations against Jimmy Savile...
Or I shouldn't say knighting. I don't know y'all's terms, but you know what I'm trying to say. Elizabeth out here just dubbing people.
began to surface, everyone was asking the same questions. Why did nobody report him? People in the industry must have known. But whether his rumoured behaviour was common knowledge
it's
or...
like Weinstein or whatever the heck his name, and his whole island. People knew. Even some... Who's the dude in the royal family involved with Weinstein? One of them were. It's just a nasty world, man.
Or not, he definitely made people uncomfortable. In this episode of Have I Got News For You from 1999, panelist Savile is the cause of some awkwardness. When asked what he does in his caravan, he replies, anything I can get my hands on.
What do you do in the caravan?
Anybody I can lay my hands on.
The audience might laugh, but Ian Hislop doesn't look amused. When Savile ventures that
And
he
he's
is
old!
in every girls' school in this country, the laughter is even thinner on the ground.
I'm feared in every girls' school in this country.
Number 6, a look around his room, Through the Keyhole. The original Through the Keyhole gave viewers a glimpse into celebrity homes. The owner would then
Like
be
my
revealed
cribs
to
on
the
MTV.
audience while a panel of celebs tried to guess who it was.
Hey, I would have guessed Ric Flair from that silhouette, but no, it's Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile never stayed in one place.
Why? His shirt says, "I am an animal, something I will eat you." Dude's a weirdo.
For long, but he still took part in 1984. His sparsely decorated bedroom includes some old-fashioned furniture, a smoking jacket, and a waterbed with rubber ducks on it.
What are 4 plastic ducks doing on the bed? Well, I'll show you what they do.
In his interview, he appears in a jumper which reads, "I'm an animal," and makes some unpleasant comments about teenage girls. It's all a bit disturbing, even without hindsight.
On national
In
TV?
every girls' school in Britain.
Number 5, when Jimmy...
This is the second time he's made that supposed to be joke. I'm still not quite getting the punchline. Not getting it. I'm feared at every girls' school in England. That's not a good thing. That's not something to brag about. It's a bad thing. Ew.
Jimmy met Rolf. Jim'll fix it. Although Jimmy Savile was an extreme case, he wasn't the only predator to have pulled the wool over the eyes of the British public.
Wow.
Rolf Harris is an Australian TV personality famous in the UK for his work on series such as Rolf's Cartoon Club and Animal Hospital. In 2014,
Animal
he was
Hospital.
convicted with 4 cases of assault. In this episode of Jim'll Fix It from 1976, Rolf is the celebrity guest. At one point, they each have a hand on a participant's shoulder. There's
I'm feeling sick.
nothing overtly wrong with this picture, but knowing what we now know, it's chilling to see. Number 4, when...
And again, whoever this other dude who you just said was on Animal Hospital, who's also a predator from Australia, don't know the details of what he's been involved in. I just know about this Jimmy Savile guy because y'all sometimes comment about him in my comment section, so I was like, let me check it out. And I just feel gross. I feel like I need another shower. I feel like I might actually throw up. People are just, like, I don't know.
And Jimmy fooled Louis when Louis met. Louis Theroux is one of the UK's best-loved documentary makers. Known for his subtle but effective journalism style, Louis is adept at breaking down his subject's defences and getting straight to the crux of the issue. But his interview with Jimmy Savile barely scratched the surface.
You also used to be a wrestler, is that right?
Still am.
Still am?
I'm fit in every girls' school in Britain.
As part
Again, with that stupid joke, feared in every girls' school in Britain. Because he's a pervert! He's said it 3 times on national TV, people. No one caught on. They just laughed about it.
Part of his When Louis Met series, Theroux spent a few days with the entertainer, shadowing him during his daily life. In a 2005 poll by Channel 4, it was voted one of the best documentaries of all time.
See, this is where, like, everyone around you is telling you that this guy is great. This revered documentary maker is saying, oh, Jimmy Savile, it's a great documentary, blah, blah, blah. It's all kind of like manipulating you to see this Jimmy Savile guy as like this amazing person. I'm talking about back then. So I can understand, I guess, why people weren't really... I'm not talking about the victims. I'm talking about the general public. They were fooled. They were manipulated. They were bamboozled. Y'all. Because I know some of you who are watching this channel were alive when this dude was around. So let me know if you ever had any inklings that this Jimmy Savile guy was a weirdo. Because there are a lot of red flags that have been thrown out here just in this 7 minutes.
Do you mean to say that you've never, ever had a girlfriend?
Friends that are girls, 8 million.
But although Louis posed some tough questions and heard some pretty disturbing answers, he was ultimately fooled by Savile's facade.
How do they know whether I am or not? How does everybody know whether I am? Nobody knows whether I am.
Number 3, Gary Glitter in the studio. Clunk-click.
Beanbags, did you like Gary's new record? Put your hand up if you like Gary's new record.
Clunk-click was a Saturday night variety show fronted by Savile in the 1970s. The name was derived from his memorable series of adverts about seatbelt safety. In this episode from 1974, British pop star and convicted offender Gary Glitter joins Jimmy on the sofa. The audience is made up...
If homie is a convicted offender, why is he back out here in these streets? What the... If you're an offender in America, you can't be, like, in a certain vicinity of a school. You have to notify all your neighbors and everybody in the community. Like, there's so many different litigations that you can't do once you're convicted. Why is homie just in a room with a bunch of women? And why is Jimmy Savile introducing him? Like, the people you keep around, this is the second predator that Jimmy Savile has been associated with. Like, there's a saying, you are the company you keep. Hello?
Mostly of young girls. It also includes patients from Broadmoor Psychiatric Hospital.
You get two. In there. I should be giving girls away.
Savile did much of his charity work there and is now known to have assaulted a number of patients over several decades.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm not going to say that, because then it's going to be, well, why are you blaming the victims? I'm not trying to blame the victims. I'm just saying, did no one really say anything? And I understand that they would probably not be believed, because again, everybody's painting this Jimmy Savile during the time as this great guy. But nobody said anything. If someone said something, I'm sure it would have been investigated, or I would have hoped that it would be.
Victims who were part of this studio audience have also come forward since Savile's death.
Wow. So,
See you next week for another clunk-click.
Number 2, I'm all for girls who don't know too much.
Fucking disgusting bastard motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm not even... like... Manipulation, grooming, assault. This video is not getting monetized. Sorry, YouTube, but this is informational. Is this your life?
Take a good night, lady.
But the most unnerving moment comes when old friends of the entertainer appear to give their testimony. Savile doesn't look too happy to see them and becomes almost edgy. One man recalls a particular young lady in a particular hotel, but Savile turns the blame back onto the questioner.
His girlfriend was called Norma, and he has now fixed it for me to get him off the hook.
Another acquaintance reminds us that Jimmy has always loved the ladies, but the proper age, 16 and upwards.
I don't even have anything to say, so I'm just gonna end the video.